Water, go!
What's up, everybody? It is week number 4 out here at the South Metro Fire Rescue Training Academy. That means these recruits are a quarter of their way through the entire academy process. Pretty crazy to think about. But this week they are working on some testing, including their practical test number 1, as well as their consumption test number 1. So the practical test really is going over a bunch of different skills that they've learned so far in the past few weeks of academy. So take a look.
Tight. Go! Checking for overhead obstructions, there are none. Looks like good ground over here. Looking for 5 rungs above the sill, above the... in line with this bar right here. So see how it's catching on the bottom right there and on this side. So if we just loosen it, straighten it out, you should be golden.
Today the skills they were tested on was a donning drill, a hydrant drill. They had a chainsaw blade change as well as starting procedures. They did a throwing an extension ladder with a roof ladder, and then they also had a station where they were doing ropes and knots and hoisting tools. They've got skill sheets that they have to perform. It's similar to what they'll do when they go out on probation when they're online. We as RTOs select a handful of different skills and then they are tested on those. It's a pass-fail test and it goes into their final grade for the exam. Today all of them did wonderful and they did a super job. The crews that were already done and the recruits, when they had some downtime, they were on the side making sure their hand tools looked good. It's to teach them pride in what they have and what they're given by the citizens and what we use on a daily basis.
Okay, we gotta stop the episode really quickly because the guy you just saw in that last clip, that's recruit Bob, and he tried to sneak around and not make it into the intro clips in week number 3, so we gotta throw him under the bus and show his clip real quick.
Hi, my name is Bob Perdue. I was born in California. I've lived a lot of different places, but Colorado's the best. It's where my family is.
And now I'm thinking for the next few weeks, we're gonna make a game of Where's Bob in these different weekly episodes, so stay tuned for that.
My name is James Hardy, and I'm one of the strength coaches here at South Metro Fire Rescue. We're doing consumption tests, so basically we strap them up to air and we have them do a little bit of exercises and trying to get them used to working on air and being tired while they're working on air. And we can kind of take a look and see how they're doing, how long they can last on that air, how much work they can do on that air, so that when they get into a real situation where they actually need that air, they're more comfortable with it.
Get it. Get so, Johnny, come on. There you go, there you go.
The idea is it's not so much a competition between each other, it's more of a competition between themselves. We're trying to see how many segments they can actually get, and they can compare that the next time they do it to how many segments they got this time. Having that in their mind and that mentality of I've only got X amount of air and I know that I'm going to burn through this air at some point. That's kind of the mental aspect that we're trying to go for, and just get them used to when that vibe alert goes off, when that amber light comes on, which lets them know, hey, I'm starting to run out of air, to get comfortable in that position and understand this is how much air I have left. I know that if I can drag a sled and hit a hammer with this much air, I know that I can move around in a fire or move around in whatever situation they need to be in under those conditions.
I'm Lieutenant Rod Rogers. I work on Tower 45 B shift, and I was fortunate enough they asked me to come down and assist with the forcible entry day today. They're working on the differences between on how to force an outward swinging door versus an inward swinging door. And then we've got two other stations. One is cutting the bars off of a window, and the other one is learning how to cut a garage door. All of these are obviously different types of forcible entry that we may be tasked with on any type of a structure fire. Obviously, if we can't make entry into a structure and get a hose line in place, it makes it more difficult to be able to put the fire out. So forcible entry, pretty important part of fire tech.
Should be good. Capture. Alright, capture low. Good. So we know he's going to have to try It's a metal door with a metal frame, inward swinging. Stop! Capture! be towards the inside of the bolt. The goal is to be making a larger hole on the back so that we can force this through, punch it through. So utilize as much of the pike as you can. Drive. Boy, stop. Right here, this bar is connected, so you're making contact with that tool. You're pushing, see how it's spring loaded in there? Once you get two sides broke free, then you can just grab this and open it up and it'll break those other bolts off, or it'll be open and bent out enough if we need it for a victim, or if we talk to a firefighter that needs to be removed.